Hello and welcome to today's video. I'd like to thank Solbio for actually supporting this channel. And Solbio is a completely natural toilet fluid. It can be also used in the waste tank. It's environmentally friendly as it's made from completely natural ingredients. So if you'd like to know more about this product, there'll be more at the end of the current video, and there will be links below. Thank you. Hello and welcome from Abenteuer und Allrad, the largest off-road RV event in the world. We have this very interesting 6x6 Mercedes Arcos 3353 expedition vehicle to show you today. And this vehicle's been built by Alberts Allradtechnik from northern Germany. There's some information about it, and if you can catch that, great. Now I'd like to point out that with something like this, people say, how much does it cost? It costs as much as the demands which are made upon it. So I can't give you a price because it depends what people order. Now this is the case with all motorhomes of any type, but this is particularly the case with something like this, which is an expedition vehicle. And so I'd like people to actually bear that one in mind. Right, so now it does say entry with stand personnel, but I'm gonna go up there now anyway. As we come inside, first of all, crawl space up there. Here we have this absolutely enormous lounge. Now, my first thought was, that's the bed, but it isn't. Under here we've got the water tank, which 900 litres there. Here, in this dining area, this can be extended. So it can, and also the table comes out, so you can get 4 people around the table, should you so desire. The window is in 2 parts, so you've got this bit here drops out to give you an even bigger window than you would without it being there. An amazing large domestic sink. It's not even domestic, it's like a really domestic sink. Now here, as you get with many vehicles of this nature, is it's gas free. So this is all electric. So you've got the electric hob and the electric oven as well. Now on the roof there's 1.2 kilowatts of solar, and added to that you could get well, it depends on how much you wanted for the battery power. But you've got plenty of payload with something like this, so that would be covered in that. In here we've got these rather attractive looking, I won't pull it all the way out, but there you've got the pull-out pantry. and that is made out of beech, and up here the parts of this are from poplar. Here we have more storage, and down here dishwasher. Now that is unusual in a motorhome of this size. Freezer down there, fridge there. From the kitchen we come into this magnificent washroom, and who's got one this size at home? Oh, you can even watch the television in the shower. I wouldn't encourage anybody to do that, even with 900 litres of fresh water, but you might not want to miss something which is appearing. There's the toilet. Behind it there's a stack of storage. So we're at the bedroom then. Where's that if you're not sleeping up front? So we open this up here, and there is the bedroom. Really large lengthwise. Also you can sleep widthwise as well if you wanted to. So the habitation unit here is 8 meters in length, but with the front bit, the engine, the way you drive from the cabin, that is a total of 12 meters for the entire vehicle. Now, really nicely appointed. So the vehicle is electric only, but obviously you're going to have to heat it, and to heat it you're going to need diesel. This is the heater, also heats up hot water if necessary, and there's also a heat exchanger at the top, and that is connected to the engine. Thus one gets maximum efficiency from the possibilities that are here. This is on the outside of the vehicle, so it's should maintenance be required, then it's easy access. So looking around the outside, we've got this outdoor kitchen. Comes with biscuits, and in there probably enough space for a quad. Don't know how you get it out, but there's enough space in there for it. You can see the electric setup which has been done for this vehicle. So on the roof got 1.2 kilowatt of energy. Remember, sorry, solar power. That's not energy. It might be night and not creating anything. But and here you can get the back. Here is strong enough for 2 motorbikes, if that's what you want there. Let's have a look what else there is. There's another sort of a look at the energy setup in here. Storage down there. So that was a quick look around this very luxurious vehicle. Obviously I presume that people would really want to know more about the off-road capacity for something like this. and I think that's better. I don't really feel confident enough to actually do something like that. But for the moment, I can show you this. If you're interested, you've got the name of the company. And thanks very much for watching. There's plenty more material here from Alberts und Allrad. So thanks for watching. So this is the first time ever that I have accepted any support for promoting a product on YouTube. Now, I've been on YouTube now for 15 years, and I've been doing the van life stuff for a number of years as well. The reason I haven't accepted support in the past is because I felt it had to be something which I really agreed with, and a product I knew. So I had to feel 100% about recommending it to others. This is Solbio, and this is a toilet additive. Now, what's the point of a toilet additive? Well, when you use the toilet, then it goes into a cassette, and you have to dump the cassette somewhere. Now, if you just urinate into it, then there should be no problem. But if you put any solids into it, then it makes it a bit more difficult. Now, one thing you can do is if you have constant diarrhea, then you may not need a toilet additive, because you should be able to dump it without any problems. For those of you who don't suffer from this problem, then one thing you might want to consider doing, in fact, one thing you're going to have to consider doing, is using a toilet additive. Now, there's two types. There's the blue stuff, which is manufactured by a number of companies, and it works pretty well. No problems there whatsoever with the way it works. Oh, there's the green stuff, which is ecologically based. Now, up until now, the green stuff didn't work as well as the blue stuff. But I think with Solbio, we're now seeing a comparative working rate. It works just as well. So it's ecological. What it's got inside are natural soaps, it's got natural citric acid, it's got essential oils and plant extracts, and that breaks down whatever it is that you're throwing into the toilet, or releasing into the toilet, I should say. And when you come to a dump station, you can just tip up your cassette and it all flows in nicely. Now, you may say, well, I have constant diarrhea, and so therefore I don't need something like that. Well, that may be the case, but one thing that this has got, it's got a rather pleasant fragrance to it as well. Now, I personally like the fragrance of the blue stuff, but I know I'm in a small minority on that one. One thing I noticed when I've been doing tests of really small vehicles, such as 5.5 meter ones above all, so as soon as you open the door, you have this fragrance, let's say, of the blue stuff sort of hits you. Now, with this one here, Solbio, it's got a more natural sort of smell. It's a bit like eucalyptus. I'm trying to find a good way of actually describing it, and the best thing I could think of, it's got these cough drops, or these eucalyptus like sweets, and it's got this type of fragrance within the toilet anyway. And if you're in a small van, I bet it could fill up the small van. I haven't really noticed it sort of when I'm sitting here in this position, for example, but maybe I'm not using enough of it to actually notice. Next thing is it safe to use? Well, the thing with the blue stuff is there are good reasons to suggest that it may not be completely safe to use. I mean, it does break things down in a chemical manner. I mean, I'm not going to suggest it's dangerous or anything like that, but I don't think it is particularly good for the environment. If it comes into contact with plants or things of this nature, I mean, there's warnings that, I mean, if you get it in a fish tank or something like that, I don't know why you want to put it in a fish tank, but if you put it in a fish tank, then the fish will die. So this, as it comes from natural things, you assume that it's okay. Now, the blue stuff as well, I've noticed I always get it on my hands, And not only that, I mean, obviously, I sort of missed the toilet as well. Sorry, I get it into the toilet bowl. I don't miss the toilet. I miss the sort of the hole where you open up for the toilet. And it sort of stains, and it takes a few flushes for it to actually go down. I don't know if that's bad or not, but it's with this stuff, it's almost translucent. Not quite, but almost. As is when you dump it out, which seems a bit odd the first time. You think, hang on just a minute, I'm sure I didn't just urinate in there. But that's the way it is. The manufacturers say it doesn't cause skin irritation. I have never experienced skin irritation from the blue stuff, but I have heard of people having this problem. And let's have another look at it, because here it comes in two. One's for marine use and the other's for motorhome use. Now it could be that mariners use the toilet or they eat something a bit more dodgy, or I don't know, but it's different. This contains 40 doses, and it's dosed via this thing down here, this little tap. Now I know there are people who are suspect of these taps. Now, I previously worked in the packaging industry, and indeed I used to give talks being an expert. I don't think I was much of an expert, but I do know a little bit about it. This technology is perfectly safe, I think, to use. It's not, I mean, it's often used in bag-in-the-box applications, and so you get wine or something. The wine's in a box, and it got this tap that sticks out, and you use it. In the company I used to work, where we produced blueberry juice, we used this technology, and I've never known the taps to go wrong in my direct experience. But when they first came out, I agree there was problems with them. I've heard of people saying they put something in the fridge, or they in the van, and something hit here. In theory, you're supposed to knock both ends down at this. Oh, sorry, pull them both up and press down at the same time to get it to work. So I mean, I do accept that these things can go wrong. Just as, I mean, if you don't close a bottle properly, everything will go out. But I make that part. Other than that, the bag may seem a little unsturdy because of the way it is. But I can tell it's made from recycled. It's green plastic. It's I think it's quite safe. So there's some observations on this, and as far as I'm concerned, I really do think it is a good solution for you. Now, it costs roughly the same as the blue stuff. There isn't much difference. Now, I do appreciate that if there was a price difference, that might be a problem. Although, I think if you're into motorhomes, then you probably like living in harmony with nature, which is what I'm in it for, really. I think it's the call of nature, this contact with nature and all the rest of it. So I think that protecting nature is something that I would want to do. Whether or not I'm prepared to pay a premium, yes, maybe I'm prepared to pay a little bit of a premium for it, but in all honesty, between this one and the blue stuff, there's hardly any difference. Right, so if you find that of interest, there will be a link below. It's not an affiliate link, it just tells you where to get the stuff from. I'm not on any affiliate programs at all, deliberately, so nobody can accuse me of trying to promote something to get the affiliate link. But I do absolutely believe in this product. So, thanks very much for watching. I am currently at a place called Alexa Camping, or Camping Alexa, in northern Poland, and you may have heard some of the noises on the outside from the campsite, but I shall tell you more about that in another video. So, there you go. This is about Solbio. Thanks for watching.